It tells of a war of unmatched scale and ferocity, the likes of which would never be seen again. One dark, fateful day, the earth cracked wide and malevolent forces rushed forth from the fissure. They mounted a brutal assault upon the surface people, driving the land into deep despair. They burned forests to ash, choked the land's sweet springs, and murdered without hesitation. They did all this in their lust to take the ultimate power, protected by her grace, the goddess. The power she guarded was without equal. Handed down by gods of old, this power gave its holder the means to make any desire a reality. Such was the might of the ultimate power that the Old Ones placed it in the care of the goddess. To prevent this great power from falling into the hands of the evil swarming the lands, the goddess gathered the surviving humans on an outcropping of earth. She sent it skyward, beyond the reach of the demonic hordes, beyond even the clouds. With the humans safe, the goddess joined forces with the land dwellers and fought the evil forces, sealing them away. At last, peace was restored to the surface. This is a tale that you humans have told for many ages, generation to generation. But there are other legends, long hidden away from memory, that are intertwined with this tale. Now, a new legend bound to this great story stands ready to be revealed. A legend that will be forged by your own hand. Quite the start to a legend indeed. Hey everyone, and welcome to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. The Zelda series is one that means a lot to me, and it's one of my favorites from Nintendo, but also just gaming in general. I have a lot of memories of playing the game, and also a lot of stories to tell about playing it. But that aside, The Legend of Zelda is kind of an intimidating series to many. A lot of people have kind of told me that they want to get into it before, I'm talking about in real life, by the way. And for me, since, it's trying to start, I apologize about that. As someone who has really liked the series and loves it a lot, not just for what it did for me, but also because I think it just has a lot of cool aspects to it, I want people to not be intimidated by it, but for them to actually be able to be part of the Legend of Zelda. Tee-hee. So I'm hoping that I can kind of ease people into Zelda, and I think one of the best ways of doing that is with Skyward Sword, because one of the things that a lot of people find intimidating is, whenever you play a new game is, you have to buy or play all these other ones before to understand what's going on. The Zelda series has a lot of games, but you'll be happy to know that Skyward Sword is actually the one that takes place first from a storytelling standpoint. So if you never played any of the other ones or seen any of the other ones, you don't have to go into Skyward Sword, which is why it's a great starting point for people who are new to the series. So with that being said, let's let the legend begin. Rise, Link. The time has come for you to awaken. You are fated to have a hand in a great destiny. It will soon find you. The time has come for you to awaken. Link. Morning 2-2. Ow. Hey, sleephead. I know how much you like to sleep in, so I'm guessing this letter will be your alarm clock this morning. Did I guess right? Rise and shine, Link. Today's the wind ceremony. You promised to meet me before it starts. Remember? You better not keep me waiting. Zelda. And here we are, and we're greeted by the bird that, gave us our mail. So, Zelda immediately, in this game, has a little bit more personality, something you may not know, if you haven't played the rest of the series. If you go over to our wardrobe here, found a blue rupee. It's worth 5 rupees. Better drop it in your wallet for now. Rupees are the currency in Zelda, for those who don't know, and the color dictates the value. And thankfully, it'll give us a pop-up every time we get a new one, so you guys can kind of keep track with that if you're new to it. If we open the dresser again, or wardrobe dresser, yeah, there's nothing useful in here. So I guess we already cleaned out our stock of money. You already see some details, like you can see these wood carvings. Seems like, Link likes to carve in this one. It's all you're going to notice a lot about Skyward Sword is there's a lot of personality within the characters. Link and Zelda have a lot more in these games than they do in some of the other titles, which is kind of cool. Let's talk to you. Morning, Link. So, today's the wing ceremony. Are you ready? Well, all I'm saying is everyone else is out there practicing at the plaza, but you seem pretty relaxed about the whole thing. Of course, that Crimson Loftwing of yours is something special. I feel pretty confident riding him, too. That's what she said? My bird won the last ceremony, but even I don't think he could beat that red terror of yours. Of course, a bird's true speed in a race always comes down to the skill of the rider. I'm something of a bird researcher around here, so, if you ever find yourself in need of some bird expertise, come see old Pippet. Okay, so we have Pippet there. Who are you? Olin. Hey, Link, the day of the wind ceremony is finally upon us. It's time to put what you've learned to use, all those practical skills I taught you, and all the academic prowess Instructor Horwell taught you. While we're at it, do you remember how to look around using up on the directional pad? Press up on the directional pad when you want to take a look at your surroundings. So let's follow his example here, and yes, we actually can do that to get a first-person view. Which is really cool. It helps with solving some puzzles. I don't know what this represents. It's like an arrow pointing to a heart. That's interesting. We have a map of the area we're currently at, which we'll get into later. And as you can see with this cursor here, one of the big points of Skyward Sword is the fact that it's actually based heavily on motion controls, which is a big positive and a big negative depending on who you ask. And we'll kind of get into that when I have a little bit more time, because we're going to head up here and... What the frick? Link! What? If you're heading over to the plaza, the quickest way is out the door on the ground floor. The exit on the top floor is still locked, so you obviously can't get out there. Okay. What's taking the lunch lady so long? I'm gonna have to have a word with her later. Okay, so I guess we can't leave from upstairs. I don't know why he was stopping us at first, but okay, it was nice for him to let us know. There's a lot of rooms here, but we can explore those later. I want to go up here because we have this charming lady, Karain. Good morning, Link. Good luck in the wind ceremony today. Just think, if you win today, you'll become a senior like us, and you'll be a very big step closer to graduating as a knight. You'll even get a knight's uniform like I'm wearing. Something tells me you'll be pretty handsome in it, but still not as dreamy as him. Sometimes in life, what sucks is whenever you're in some big group of, people around your age, and then there's always people who are like, oh, you're pretty handsome, but not as handsome as, and then they, will say something they like more, and you're just kind of like second-class citizens, ship. It's depressing to me. What are you doing to that poor barrel? Fledge. Good morning, Link. Today's the big wind ceremony, right? I wanted to fly too, but I didn't make the cut, so I'm stuck back here at the academy. Plus, I've got to move these barrels over to the kitchen. I was hoping to at least be able to cheer you on, Link, but
guess that's the way it goes. Go out there and wow them, buddy.
Very sweet individual, it seems. What are you doing with that barrel, though?
I'm not like you, Link. I fail at everything I try. That's why I'm still here practicing and picking up barrels with A. I guess it's not all the bad. At least I'm getting paid.
So he's getting paid to press the A button. Much like... no, never mind, I'm not gonna make that joke. I was making a joke about me trying to do the same, but this isn't a job. It's just kind of funny how that... Anyway, let's talk to you after you try to pick up a barrel.
Ah, Link, you're here to help me? You've always been so kind. I'm happy to take you up on the offer. I need you to carry one of these barrels over to the old lady who works in the kitchen. Press A to pick up a barrel, then press A again to put it down at your feet. When you hold something up above your head, you can throw it. You can also roll little things like pots, but we'll get in huge trouble if any of these barrels break, so don't even think about throwing or rolling them. If you forget any of this, just press right on the directional pad. That'll bring up an explanation of actions available to you at the moment in time. Pretty handy, huh?
Sure. Guess so. As we pick up this barrel, you'll notice this green bar, and you may have noticed it earlier because I was pressing the button just by habit. There is a stamina bar in this game, which is actually new to the Zelda series at this point. You can hold down B to jog or run, depending on if you're in a house, and that will increase or decrease your stamina, but it'll let you move a little faster. And picking up certain objects and pushing certain things, that'll also use some stamina. And you know what? Frick you. Oh, I was hoping that'd land on her head, but you know what? That works too.
What do you think you're doing? You better clean that up.
Not really all that mad, it seems. What if I throw this at her? Also, somehow this doesn't take up stamina. I mean, I guess it's probably not as heavy as it, but you feel like it'd still be semi-heavy. Made like a metal effect.
Enough already, you little brat. They're going to be mopping soup stains for a week.
Huh. Well, that was funny, but we probably should actually help. Do you have different dialogue? Oh no, I was hoping you had different dialogue if we actually threw it at her, but that's fine. So we can actually pick up this one instead. And this time, I guess, will be nice. I mean, you know, it is interesting. We broke that barrel when we threw it, but nothing came out of it. So I wonder if we're just moving empty barrels for storage. I'm not quite sure. As we make the rest of our way over here, I'm going to note that this is the HD port of the game, which is on the Nintendo Switch. The original release was on the Wii. The HD one just looks better, of course, and it has different control layout and a few different small things. Again, when they kind of pop up, I'll mention them.
What's all this? I thought I told Flinch to carry that. It's probably for the best. That skinny boy would probably have gotten flattened. Say, don't you have some important ceremony or some such today? Well, thanks for the help.
She got over us breaking a bunch of stuff on her head and literally assaulting her very quickly, which, I mean, hey, you know what? Thanks, I guess. Speaking of...
Thanks, that was a huge help, Link. I know it's not much, but here's half the pay the old lady offered me to do that.
And he's gonna give us a red rupee. You've got a red rupee, it's worth 20 rupees. Don't spend it all in one place.
I have to turn back and watch the academy today. Good luck with the ceremony, Link.
Here we have some pots, and if you throw them, you can see people actually have reaction if you break stuff, like Fledge there, and of course the lady earlier actually had dialogue. And as he said, you can either roll them, you can throw them, or you can just place them back down. We have no need for either of those things right now. Let's get going. Welcome to Skyloft. Something about the music and, I don't know, the look maybe, but there's always been something about Skyloft that I really like, and it's actually one of my favorite locations probably in all of Zelda, just in general. And again, it could be like the art, it could be the music, I'm not quite sure, but just in general, I really like Skyloft. You got a green rupee, it's worth just 1 rupee, so collect lots of them. So far we have green rupees which are worth 1, blue which are worth 5, and red which are worth 20. So you'll want to keep in mind those values as we go. Hey Link, up here!
Yo.
Good morning to you, Link. Today's finally the day of the long-awaited Ween ceremony. How are you feeling ready? Oh, I just remembered, there's something I'd like to ask you about. Target me and we can have a quick chat. Target using ZL.
Ooh.
Excellent, always remember you can target someone to talk to them easily, and even when there isn't anything to target, it's a convenient way to quickly face your view forward. Oh, but it is a little silly to carry on a conversation from this distance. Why don't you come join me up here? Even though the door's locked, I mean, you can just unlock it for me. Should be able to climb up if you dash over the top of that wooden box, don't you think? Then you can make that jump fairly easily. Try climbing up here. So yep, as I said, holding on B lets us dash, and if you go over to things like walls, you can actually start to vault up them, which allows you to actually have a little bit more maneuverability in this one comparatively to some of the other Zelda games.
Yo.
So, what are you up to? Rushing to get some last-minute bird riding practice in this morning, Link? Oh, you have someone to meet. Ah, Zelda's waiting for you, is she? Perfect timing then. You see, Zelda's father, Headmaster Gapora, has a pet named Mia, and, well, she's scampered off again. Look! A pole! Oh, there it is. Over there, do you see her? The headmaster's so busy working with Zelda preparing for the ceremony that maybe I should feed her, but the ceremony's about to start, and I just want a fresh set of clothes, and, well, you see, will you help me out and go retrieve Mia for me? So yeah, you actually can sometimes get like a choice that makes it seem like it's, you know, heavily like Telltale style where it's like you choose your own adventure. It's not, but we'll help him this time. This time, don't get used to it. Fantastic, so you'll do it. Oh, no, you're in a hurry, so I really appreciate you taking your... appreciate your taking the time to help. That's a very weird way for you to phrase that, but okay. Also, I suck at reading, so get used to this for the entire game. You should be able to climb up somewhere over there. If you hit off that ledge there, you can climb onto the roof from the other side. I'm terribly sorry, but I know you're quite the climber, and I really do appreciate it. So yep, first I guess is this kind of like trimming. We can climb on this, and you can actually shake either the Wii Remote or the Joy-Con if you are, again, playing on the HD version, to speed that up at the cost of more stamina. It does use stamina just to do it slowly as well, but it just makes it a little faster. Climb those vines there. And once we're up here, see this barrel? Yeah, this is a barrel. Thinking on the barrel, I broke on the whole old lady's skull. That is a box, and I missed that jump? Okay. So we can push that towards the wall, and then that'll allow us to get up here to Mia, which is a creature of some description, has like a raccoon tail. It kind of reminds me of what are the things called? The things that when they get wet, they turn evil. Like when I don't remember what they're called, gremlin, something like that. That's what it reminds me of. Nice work, you brought her back safe and sound. Sorry for troubling you on this. I know you're busy, Link. I suppose I should feed Mia now. Please tell the headmaster that we found his pet. He should be up by the statue of the goddess. I believe Zelda's there with him, so you should hurry along. Oh yes, I should give you a reward. It's not much, but please take this, and please don't tell the others. You got a red rupee, it's worth 20 rupees. We will not spend it all in one place until we inevitably do. I don't even want to know what you're hammering there, because it doesn't look like I see any nails. Morning, Link, how's life? Did you manage to get even a wink of sleep last night? I figured you might have been tossing and turning all night thinking about the big ceremony today. What am I doing? Oh, just fixing this gate here, by hitting it with a hammer. It's been squeaky lately, and we can't have that on the day of the ceremony. Hey, haven't you already forgotten to send your prayers to the goddess this morning? Have you? Just face the bird statue. Actually, I don't think I read that right. Just face the bird statue over there and say a short prayer to save your progress. As you know, these bird statues are all over scale out. It's about time you get in the habit of stopping at a statue every time you run by one. The prayer in time saves 9, if you know what I'm saying. So yep, we can actually use those to save. Here we have a stamina fruit. This peculiar fruit replenishes your stamina gauge. So yep, anytime that you are low on stamina, if you're moving around, whether it be rolling like this, and you get low on stamina, if you get close to one, it'll fully restore your, restore your stamina. And as you saw, if it completely depletes, then you have to wait a lot longer for it to replenish, and you have to move very slow. So generally, you want to make sure you watch your stamina gauge. Hey, good morning, Link. I'm glad to see my Locked got you out of bed. I was pretty sure you'd sleep in again and forget to meet me this morning. But look at this instrument, and look at this outfit. They're mine used today in the ceremony, since I'll be playing the role of the goddess. Aren't they beautiful? Especially this instrument. They tell me it's just like the one the goddess was said to have in Legends. It sounds gorgeous too. I asked Father about it, and he says it's called a harp. Actually, I think that's more of a lyre, isn't it? Because of... never mind. And look at these clothes! I made this rep myself, and we get to use it in today's ceremony. Between the harp and this outfit, I'm going to make a great goddess today. I gave you up early this morning because I wanted you to be the first to see me like this. Link?
So, how do I look?
Great.
I think so too, but it's nice to know you agree. Thanks, Link.
Ah, there you are, Zelda. Are you all prepared for today's ceremony?
Oh, hello, Father.
Ah, Link, you're too. Outstanding. It's encouraging to see you up so early, given your capacity for sleep. No doubt today's ceremony had you too excited to close your eyes for once. Lazy mother. If you win today's ceremonial race, you'll get to participate in the post-race ritual Zelda, so give it your best out there.
Yes, about that. Father, I don't know if he can do it. Recently, Link hasn't been practicing much at all for the ceremony. And even when he's out riding his Loftwing, he's just lazily gliding around. Probably daydreaming. I know what he's thinking. Oh, wait, you know what I'm thinking? No, you don't know what I'm thinking. I don't know what he's thinking. He's going to have to be in perfect control of his bird to win today.
You need more sleep, Zelda, like Link. No need to worry yourself, Zelda, though you may have a point. Today's wing ceremony tests the skill of the rider as well as his bond to his bird. Victory will not come easily. And as you pointed out, I haven't seen him practicing as hard as some of the other students. But you've known him since you were both very little, and you should know better than to fret about him. You see, Link and his Loftwing share a special connection. Never say anything quite like it. As you know, each of us in Skyloft is but one half of a pair. We're only made whole by our Loftwings, the guardian birds that the goddess bestows upon each of us, as a symbol of her divine protection. When we are young, every one of us meets our Loftwing under the great statue of the goddess. It's quite a big moment, as I'm sure you'd recall. But that first meeting between Link and his Loftwing was extraordinary. The bird that came to him was a crimson Loftwing. It was a breed so rare we were sure for some time that it had vanished from the line. Yes, and the boy and his bird seemed to share a profound connection from the moment they met. Do you recall when Link and that Loftwing of his first met? What a sight! The little boy just hopped up on that bird and gracefully flew away without even a moment of instruction. They were meant for each other. And judging by how jealous you were that day, I'd say the friendship he shared with his bird didn't go unnoticed by you, my dear.
It's called the Sun Link. It's always there. I don't know if you noticed that before.
No, but who can blame you? I'm sure you weren't the only one envious of the powerful bond shared by Link and his bird. Anyone who is part of something special is bound to catch some nasty looks sooner or later.
This contest is nothing to laugh at, Father. This ceremony is part of the final test for those training to become a Knights of Skyloft. If Link doesn't fly fast enough during the race, what if Link messes up his big chance? What if he's not allowed to become a knight? Because I guess only one person graduates in this college, which honestly is terrifying.
Calm down, my dear, it'll be fine. Honestly, it's almost as though you become a completely different person when you worry about Link.
Listen, Link, you better fly your heart out today. At the very least, you need to squeeze in a little practice time before the race. Come on, you'll thank me later. That was my mom dragging me through JCPenney's as a kid. That's what it looked like. Here we are. Go on now, jump off the edge and call your Loftwing. It's almost time for the ceremony, so try to practice seriously for once. Oh yeah, you can't sense your bird out there. Oh, I get it. You're trying to weasel out of having to practice. Nice try, but you're not fooling me. Off you go. Okay, Link, go ahead and just press down on the directional pad to call your Loftwing.
This bird sure is taking a long time to get there.
Something's wrong. Hang in there, Link. I've got you.
Are you two alright?
I'm sorry, friend. I didn't mean to push you so hard. You didn't sprain your wing, did you?
This is very odd, Link. What could have possibly happened to your Loftwing? For a bird to ignore the call of his master, it's unheard of. And you still can't sense your bird nearby, eh, Link? This is quite a problem, especially considering the wean ceremony is about to start.
Link, when you said you couldn't sense your Loftwing, well, I should have believed you. I'm sorry. I need to tend to my own Loftwing, so I'll catch up with you later. You'd better go ahead and see if you can find where your bird has gone.
How did it get to be so late? If I recall correctly, this year Instructor Horwell is presiding over the ceremony. Link, you should go explain the situation to him, and see if he's willing to delay the race a little so that you can find your bird.
But, Father, you're the headmaster of the academy. If Link asks Instructor Horwell, he'll probably just come to talk to you about it.
Quite true, as usual. You make an excellent point, my dear. Very well, I'll explain the situation to him myself. Link, run along and tell Instructor Horwell to come see me in my quarters. I'll see what I can do. So it seems like things are escalating quite quick. Don't know where our bird's at. Don't worry, Link. I'll be sure to explain your predicament to Instructor Horwell. Go find him and ask him to meet me in my quarters. While we chat, why don't you go ask some of the other students about your bird? I seem to recall a few of them were gathered near the plaza. Down at the south of Skyloft, that place with the X mark is the plaza. We'll be holding the wean ceremony there today. So yep, you can see here on a map, X marks the proverbial spot. Have you read a map before? You imbecile, you can press minus at any time to see the map of the area. Remember, Link, press minus. So let's do just that. So here we have the map of the Skyloft area. You can see any of those red dots are locations, so if you put your finger over it, you can see, like, so that's the graveyard, it's the light tower, bunch of stuff. You can actually zoom in and out, and there's some more stuff to the map that we'll get as we go on. But, as he said, down there is the light tower, so we'll want to head towards the plaza. I don't know why I said the light tower.
Link, I'm going to tend to my bird and make sure he's not hurt. I'll catch up with you later. Go see if anyone in town knows what happened to your Loftwing.
So it sounds like we'll need to do just that. Now, as we're heading back into the heart of Skyloft, I am going to kind of talk about the first big complaint a lot of people have about this game, and it's one I kind of, well, I guess I do agree with. It is the fact that Skyward Sword has a very slow start to it, and generally speaking, the Zelda series struggles with that kind of to begin with, but yeah, Skyward Sword's definitely one that you could say has quite the slow start to it. Is something wrong? What's the big hurry? What, your Loftwing is missing? But I just saw him with Groos's bird. Wait, I just saw him. Groos's bird was chasing off after your feathered fellow. Man, I'm bad at reading stuff. Which way? I think, to be honest, I don't really know where they went. Well, thanks for the help anyway. I need to talk to you, I believe, your Horwell, yes. What's wrong, Link? You're looking a little pale. What? Your Loftwing is missing. How strange and troubling. Do you think you can find him? You're going to start looking for him now? How will you make it back in time to fly in the ceremony? It looks like your participation in the ceremony hinges on whether or not you can find that bird on time. Excuse me. Could you imagine if, like, not even just a kid, but like a person or an animal got kidnapped, and like one of these major people higher up, like the police chief, makes a pun? I see. So the headmaster has summoned me. Alright then, I'll go speak with him immediately. I stole you from me out earlier, so don't worry about the ceremony for now. You focus on finding your Loftwing. Do just that. You are outside now. Meaning, hopefully, that the door's open.
Don't men open doors for ladies anymore? How long am I supposed to stand here waiting for a little chivalry? Ugh.
Women. No, okay, it's a joke.
Oh, it's you, Link. Say, look all flustered. Did something happen? Karain more like Karen. What? You can't find your Loftwing? I don't know what to tell you. I've been here at the school the whole time.
Okay, so she doesn't seem to know much of anything, but I do appreciate her potentially looking. Pivot said he is a bird expert, and if he's still in here, we can ask if he has any information to share with us. So let's go check. Pivot, do you know anything? You're not still wandering around the academy, are you? What? Your Loftwing won't come when you call for it. Why would a guardian bird not come when it's called? You know, I've never heard of this ever happening before, so I can't even tell you what you're doing wrong. But a good senior never hangs on an upperclassman out to dry. We'll figure this out together. Well, you go to the plaza and ask people there if they know anything. In the meantime, I'll ask around here. Okay, so he's got the academy covered. Even if he doesn't know why our bird's not coming, it seems like at least we have more eyes and ears out trying to help us. So as I was saying, yeah, it's a little bit of a slow start. It does pick up as we go. So you don't have to worry too much about that, but yeah, it does have a slow start. Also, them mentioning Link loving to sleep, or like sleeping a lot, is because it's kind of actually a running gag within the Zelda series of Link kind of being lazy at the start of the games and sleeping, as you're probably going to see in later games, or if you've seen anything else, he likes sleeping, which, hey, to be honest, who doesn't like sleeping? I feel like almost everybody likes it, right? What are you doing? Are you rolling into the tree? Hey, just because I'm trying to get concussions doesn't mean you can. It's my tree.
Hold up, Link. Hey, Link. Could you help me with something? All you have to do is dash and roll into the tree. Just like I've been doing dash, then when you're in front of the tree, bam, do a roll right into it. So come on. Please.
Okay, let's see how the master gets a head concussion.
Whoa! You did it! A sky stag beetle. Wait up!
And we're rewarded by Mother Nature, not by the kid. Oh, wow, you lost that real quick, buddy. Yeah, it's okay. We'll get him next time.
Ah, my sky stag beetle. So close. Oh well. I catch you out in a bug net anyway. Shouldn't throw out the one I bought at Beetle's Air Shop. Aw.
So yeah, he was talking about a bug, and you can see there's actually been quite a few bugs like butterflies and stuff. We can actually potentially catch them later on. Sounds like if we get a bug net. So we're gonna keep an eye out, see if we can find one of those. Skyloft Plaza up ahead. Okay. And our house here we have these little plants with human beating hearts on that, which sounds really disturbing. I'd love to see some art of that actually. You got a heart. This item's life-giving energy restores 1 heart of life. Another thing that's a little different about Skyward Sword is actually the fact we don't start with 3 hearts. We start with more than that. We start with, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 hearts. Double that. And yeah, there was a little bit of an Elmo County moment for you, Sesame Street style. Hey Link, how's it going? The wing ceremony about to begin, right? Remember when Pipit won the last one, right at the last second? It was so close. Now that was a race. Yeah, your Crimson Loft will be in the race, right? I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. Well, we're hoping so, but it's not looking too good. Let's go talk to these people.
You know, Groose, that sure was a pain, what with all the scratching and pecking.
Of course it was. I thought a big Crimson Loft wing like that was gonna go down without a fight. But we got him, and I don't care how tough those birds are supposed to be. He's not getting out of that pen anytime soon, boys. Whoa, Link, so, yeah. Just how long have you been standing there? What's your problem anyway? Oh, wait, I got it. You're here to talk about today's race. I can see in those dopey eyes of yours. They're pleading, oh, Groose, can you please find it in your heart to let me win today? Please. Just desperate to win so you can get some alone time with Zelda up on the statue of the goddess at the end of the ceremony. Well, sorry, pal. Groose doesn't do charity for wimps. My advice? Work hard and wish with all your heart. You might even come in second. Say, come to think of it, how come I don't see your bird? Where is that scruffy pile of red feathers? I can't imagine what could have happened to him. Do you think his tiny brain got confused by the clouds and he got lost? Got some sick hair, dude. You lay off my due right now or I'll flatten you. Everyone knows I got the slickest pompadour in town. You know we're all getting tired of how you never let anyone forget you and Zelda go way back. You've been friends since you were kids. Big deal. Doesn't change the fact that you float through life with your head in the clouds. Cause we're in the clouds, I get it. You're a funny one. Would you wake up and straighten up and grow a backbone already? Dopes like you are dragging our Haunted Academy through the mud. And just who might you be talking about, Groose? Oh, Zelda, hey, nah, it's, Don't even try it, Groose. You're picking on Link again, aren't you? He's a student at the academy like all of us. Why do you insist on bullying him around so much? Yeah, and, I suppose. You suppose? Suppose what? I suppose you, Forget it. I wasn't supposing anything, okay? Okay, we're out of here, boys. Later, Link. Hope you find your bird, or else you're gonna have to sit out today's race. That could be a major setback toward knighthood, so find that bird or get real used to the taste of failure. It's your special flavor. Savage. I hate to say it, but I'm beginning to suspect those blockheads had something to do with your Loftwing's disappearance. More like Pointy Head and Bowl Cut Man, and I really didn't even see what the other guy's hairstyle was. Link, those guys aren't going to help us find your bird, so we'd better start searching. I'll fly around Scotland and see if I can spot any trace of your bird. Father said he talked to Instructor Horwell about delaying the start of the wean ceremony. So don't worry, we'll find your bird in time. You're the main character, you have to make it. And, well, I guess our bird doesn't have to make it, but we have to make it, so for what that's worth. Plot only thickens, so it seems like there is an antagonistic person, that being Groose, and his lackeys, it seems. Text bubble, or a thought bubble over you, I should say now. Do you have anything different to say? What's wrong, Link? What, your Loftwing is missing? That's terrible. I'm so looking forward to seeing that red blur streak through the sky. No, I haven't seen him. Why don't you go look for him by the statue of the goddess? You'll have a good view of the whole town from way up there. Statue of the goddess is the great big statue in the north of Skyloft. It's at the place with the X mark. Yep, so there we go. So you can see there's the statue of the goddess. Interesting. So you think I should head over there? Maybe I will. Have this lady over here who we can talk to. What's up, Link? You seem to be in a hurry. What's this about your bird? Oh, the unusual crimson Loftwing. Have I seen him? I'm sorry, I haven't. Why don't you look for him by the statue of the goddess? You'll have a good view of the whole town from way up there. I guess if two people are suggesting it, we could probably head over there. Seems like a good idea. Seems like is that a sword? I have a sword in what the world? Seems like I have a group of women over here to talk to. Such a beautiful day, but we're too busy to enjoy it. Some things never change. Ooh. Isn't that the truth? The only thing in my lug nut of a son is good for is getting grease on his shirt. All I do is laundry, laundry, laundry. It never ends. I hear you, and I'm terrible at washing clothes. I wish I could get someone to do it for me. So you can see we have that group of not soccer moms, because I'm guessing we don't have soccer probably, but it's kind of akin to that. Hi Link, this house belongs to Kukil. Psst, by the way, that's me. I'm gonna go play with my special friend today. It's gonna be so much fun. Okay, so you have friends and I don't, so I'm already upset. We have some pumpkins over here, which we can pick up and throw. And they may have stuff on them. It seems like that one didn't. Here we have Mia. I don't know how I already forgot the name of what he called that pet, but some all the way over here now. Push this box here and it creates a little shortcut for us, so we can get around a little bit easier going forward. You can see you have a thing here, statue of the goddess. So it seems like the Elvis-looking man fixed the gate, so let's head up here. And since two people suggested we go up here, hopefully there's going to be... Hey, Link! Over here! I have some information about your Loftwing. Come over here! Okay, well, never mind. I guess if he has some information, see, it's a good thing we talked to him, because he's looking around for us. Get down here really quick, and we'll see what he has to say. Talking to Pippet. Hey, Link, I was just looking for you. I heard your Loftwing has gone missing, so I thought I'd join in the search. You heard, I told you. And get this, when I asked Fledge what he knew, he started acting weird. I'm so sorry, Link. I really wanted to tell you, but if Groose found out I told you... It sounds like Groose forced him to keep quiet about it. Go on. Tell him the truth. Just a little while ago, when I was cleaning the dining hall, Groose and his buddies came in. They didn't notice I was there and started talking about their plan to hide your Loftwing. I wanted to warn you, Link, but just as I tried to sneak away, Groose and his gang grabbed me. They said that if I told you, they'd make sure I would never be able to ride a bird ever again. Sounds like Groose and his buddies had a plan to capture your bird and hide him near a waterfall. Well, near a waterfall would mean... quick, let's take a look at your map. That's it, right there. I think it means the waterfall marked here with X. I don't know how many waterfalls we're going to have up on a sky island, but okay. Forgive me, Link. I can't help being such a coward. I'm really sorry. Seems like we have some information now. What's this building behind here? The sparring hall. Might as well head in, see if we can, you know, get a look around. Maybe get a lesson there or two. Can see a bunch of logs. Have this one here. Hey! That log there, so we're practicing defense. You don't have a shield equipped, so don't mess with it or I'll send you flying. Oh, so we can actually check what these are for. Hey, buddy.
Aegis. Hey, it's Link. So you still want to get in some sword practice even though today is the wing ceremony. I'm impressed. Sword in the back room, go on there and get it. I'll be here for a while, so if there's anything you don't understand about it, handle a sword, go ahead and ask. Or don't understand about handling a sword. I love your hat, by the way. I don't know what the hat's called. I'm sure it has a name, but I've seen the hat before. It's just, I don't know. I find it really cool. Bunch of wooden swords here, but I'm gonna guess it wants us to grab the one that's in this chest. Presuming this is a sword. And it is a sword! You gotta practice swords. Students at the Knight Academy practice with these. It looks like it has a fairly sharp edge. Press plus anytime to look at the items you're carrying. So we'll do that really quick so you can see we have our gear and stuff. I'll kind of go through this later. It's interesting though, for training swords, they won't have us use the wooden one. You'd think they'd sooner want us to use wood for training instead of an actual sword. I really don't know what makes it a training sword. So here we actually have a few different logs. You can see if you target them, they'll actually follow you, which is kind of creepy. It makes them seem like they're possessed. But the actual fighting in Skyward Sword, I can't target you. Fighting in Skyward Sword uses motion controls, as everything else does. And it's, again, one of the things that a lot of people had negative and positive thoughts about. So here we have a weak spot right in the center. This is for the thrust. You can just, you know, thrust, you know, the Joy-Con or Wii Remote forward. Here we have a horizontal slice there. Another horizontal slice here. Oh, I missed. I missed again. I missed again. There we go. And it all comes down to how you swing it. So yeah, even though you're not seeing it, I am actually having to do, like, not like as much as Link is, but I am actually having to swing the remote, you know, in the direction I want it to go into. And thankfully, anytime, if you feel like the motion control's a little messed up, you can press Y on the Joy-Con and it'll reset it. So you can always recorrect it if you think it's a little off, which is nice. So here we have this one he said not to mess with, and I just want to show this because I find it hilarious. If we hit it with a sword, it'll just knock us back, so we're not intended to really do that one. Here we have a vertical slice, which we can do one of two things. We can either just, of course, swing down, or the more cool one, I want to, there we go, is if we jump, which you can do by targeting and then pressing A, you can do a jump slash, which is actually a lot of damage comparatively. And here we have just a normal standard slice. That's right, Link. You really are a strong swordsman, easy to teach too. Make this instructor proud. Ready to try a spin attack? Why not? We'll go for it. Great, and I'm going to surround you with logs. Use a spin attack to cut them all without moving from that spot. Yep, and so for this one, we have to spin both the Joy-Con, or if you're on the Wii Remote, the remote and nunchuck, at the same time. There you go, good one. That sure looked like it felt good. So, why don't you try a Fatal Blow to close out the session? Again, why not? Alright, when your enemy is down, target with ZL and throw yourself at it to land a Fatal Blow. Do a side slash on that log, and when it's down, try finishing it off with the technique. So we'll just do just that, so you can see two weak spots. Flash it once it's there, hold our Joy-Con down, there you go. That's the way! A Fatal Blow is an effective move to use right after you've used your shield or a well-placed spin attack to knock an enemy on its back. No, but monsters don't stay down for long, so you'll have to land that Fatal Blow quick before they get up. Except you actually can miss that if you're not quick enough. Now, I guess we've only seen we need to in here. Hey, Link! Can't take swords outside the sparring hall. What do you think you're doing sneaking out with that? I mean, it may prove useful for trying to find our bird. What? Your Loftwing is missing. You want to go look for it? Well, I guess I could make an exception just this once, but remember that Skyloft is a peaceful place. Only knights carry swords. So I don't want to see you swinging it around like crazy out there. I don't want to get in ton of trouble over this, so here's the deal. Make sure you get plenty of practice on these logs first. And once you get outside with that sword, only use it when you absolutely have to. Got it? I will do my very best. So he was nice enough, or gracious enough, to let us borrow the sword for the time being. Which, again, may prove useful depending on what we may face going forward, since it's kind of seeming like it's unknown. With that, we have our objective. Our Loftwing is unfortunately missing. Stakes are high. We're making progress, and we have some information to go off of. Next time, we're going to be trying to find our Loftwing, heading over to the waterfall. Yes, Link, stretch it out. It's going to be a long journey. We're going to be seeing if we can find our Loftwing at the waterfall. See you guys then.